the comprehensive content creator tier list based on how much I like their thumbnails. So within the respective tiers, they're not ordered in a particular way. I just threw them there as I did it. And these are based on their average thumbnail, not necessarily the one I'm showing. I just picked a random one to put here. So coming in at S tier, this one is ranked accordingly. The other ones are not. This one, number one, is me, of course. I mean, look at this. This is just art. You cannot even compete with that. You might as well not even try. You might as well not even make a thumbnail when this is what you're competing with. You cannot beat that. Look at that spaghetti. All right. Then we got Mage Fist. His thumbnails are good. They're like memey yet clean, professional. They tell a story. Got good text. Got good images. Instantly recognizable. You know who it is. Q Doug's coming in. He's probably got the funniest thumbnails. Like NATO PoE edition. How do you think of this stuff? We got Ron Array. His thumbnails are just overall very high quality. He definitely has some kind of graphic design background. The text is good. The actual image is good. Look at those red eyes. He gave Monk an arrow. Here we got Irie Kakin. I mean, this one speaks for itself. This is just pure beauty. I mean, that might be almost as good as mine. A tier. We got Rage Gaming. You know, I like some thumbnails. You just gotta go for it. Stick as many arrows. Stick as many random images. Stick huge text in. Personally, I am a fan of this strategy. Rutu. Instantly you know it's Rutu. He's right there. His true cat form. There's some pretty good text. Got some good slant. Slanting is good strat. I don't know why, but it looks pretty good. Got some underlining. Got some custom artwork here. They took a mana flask, made it transparent, and then got a poisonous concoction and put it inside it. Spicy sushi. Overall, pretty high quality stuff. He's got the vision thumbnail here. Official PoE. So originally I had the official PoE channel in like D tier. They're pretty boring. There could definitely be more of a story there, but as I thought about it, the official PoE channel, everything on their thumbnail is all original. Like they literally modeled the game. It is 100% their art. So I put it in A tier. We got Dr. Cum. If you don't know who this is, he's not a YouTuber or anything. He is in my channel. He likes to make thumbnails for me, basically. For free. Free labor. We got Madara. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this one. I think it makes it 10 times funnier that I have no idea what this text says. Kinda hilarious. Definitely very meme-worthy some thumbnails. He's got some pig tanks. MB Extreme. Overall, just pretty high quality, going for the clean kind of look. Got the funny faces. He's holding an item. When you actually interact with the items and stuff in your thumbnail, I think it brings it to the next level. We got Iceman. It's basic, but if you know Iceman, this is the video right here. This frame never changes. It's a perfect representation of the video. Star. Overall, just pretty clean. Some custom variations on the artwork. Good text. Cat Master. Like I said, when you actually interact with the like items in your thumbnail, it's way better. Overall high quality. Ugly Owl, just kind of a work of art here. Multiple images put together to tell a story. It's got that meme component to it. Isoro. At first, I thought they were AI generated, but then they were posted too long ago for the quality. And I looked a little closer and I realized what it is they're a little deep fried because he actually takes the models from in-game and PNGifies them and puts them in his thumbnail. Eris. So this thumbnail in particular is definitely S tier. It's like a picture of a monitor and the mirror. Then he had a few other S tier ones, but then a lot of them were also just like pretty basic, just like a screenshot of the game. So that pulled his average down to an A tier. Also, his name starts with A. Here we go, B tier. We got Rax. Yeah, it is AI generated, but he's got a consistent blue hood theme. Like it makes it so the class he's playing always has a blue hood. It's very consistent, and he's got his little blue hood icon in the corner. You know who it is. He's got decent text, though a little repetitive. However, actually, his thumbnails are misleading because you click on his videos recently and he is wearing a red hoodie. Unacceptable, truly. Garatha. He's got some good artwork stuff going on. Some big swirlies. Decent text. Few PNGs. Zizarin. Overall, just going for the very clean kind of look. It's definitely professional. Darth microtransaction. He's going for Darth has the YouTube algorithm in a chokehold. He is a YouTube master. He's got the perfect facial reactions, the optimal huge text, like clean backgrounds. It's good. Pulls in a lot of people. Polar bear. He's got some pretty good stuff. Nicely arranged. Higher than average for sure. Talkative Try. He knows to use images of like developers and stuff. That pulls people in. That's a good strategy. I should start doing it. Got text, and I like the pulling text from someone else. I've been doing that in a few of my thumbnails and then giving it a little glow around it. Maybe an arrow or two. Question marks. I do like question marks. Gazzy. You could really tell a story from this. You've got a crosshair on his shiny bald head. Got nice centered text. Different color, different sizes in a tasteful way. Got the skeleton with the gun. Empyrean. The overall composure of his thumbnails is very good. You know they specifically chose the right background image screenshot for the respective thing. Some people just choose a random screenshot. It doesn't really flow well. This flows well. You got some color components here. You see the background for the Sork here actually blends in smoothly with the in-game environment. They chose the proper zone. They've got the sparks going. It almost kind of is color-coded here. He's kind of blue-coded. He's got blue on his face. He's got a blue shirt. You got blue spark. You got blue text. Honestly, it might deserve to be an A. Fast AF. We got meme-worthy stuff. Overall, just pretty good thumbnails. Valina. I'm personally a fan of her older style that she went for. I think she should. She recently started using AI. I think she should go back to her original things. Like this snowman, that is just unbeatable. No AI will ever beat the snowman. Look at that. Slippery Jim. We got Vol Breach. Deep Fried. His thumbnails aren't necessarily professional or anything crazy, but they have great comedic value. Like he has a video called Dirt, and it's a picture of him holding dirt. Dreamcore. Overall, just a very clean, professional looking thumbnail. But his average got pulled down because for a long stretch, he was just popping out videos, and I assume he didn't have time to make huge thumbnails for all of them, pulling the average down. Most of his thumbnails for like his passive tree videos were just a picture of the passive tree and one PNG, pulling the average down to a B. The C tier, as we get lower, there's a lot of people here. C tier, we got Ben. It's just a couple PNGs thrown in there. It does have the benefit of an outline though. That is nice. And the clickbait title is pretty good. Steel Mage. You're gonna notice a common pattern in these lower tiers. It's basically their face and maybe a couple PNGs. Although Steel makes great expressions. Damn Mods, he doesn't really upload on YouTube much, but the few videos he does have, I'd say his thumbnails are about average. It's face, text. This one is a bit better with the Druid kind of look here. Quinn69, on average, pretty decent thumbnails. This one in particular is S tier. I don't know why. No particular reason. Frosty LaRue. He basically, every thumbnail is just slapping every creator into it and then like some text. Not bad, not good. A bit repetitive for my taste. Moxie. He kind of has this style that is pretty generic. Like it's definitely decent, it's clean, but it's generic. You would have no idea who made this video just by looking at it. This is what I feel like the default thumbnail is for a lot of build guides on YouTube. And you could even, if this didn't have the PoE logo, you don't even know it's PoE, right? Crip. So Crip, honestly, he doesn't need to try hard with his thumbnails. Crip is just a legend, right? So his is just face, text, logo. Yeah, I mean, he's just a legend. You see his face, you're clicking his video. Woody Joe, he's got some good facial expressions and then face, text, PNG. Wolfio, a little bit better on the C tier. He's probably in the C plus range. This is one of the better ones. You got some arrows. Granted, they are text arrows. We got some highlighted items. Here we got waffles. It's in C tier for each cup size in the image. Honestly, maybe. No, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe it should be in D tier. That's probably D. Dexy Kai, just going for the clean look. Got the YouTuber font kind of thing here. Got his logo. A little bit better than average. I'd say this is definitely at the higher end of C's. It's got some outlining, some shadowing. Here we got Kovish. Overall, just very clean. Outlining. I like the font. The blurred background, I think, gives it a nice flair. Don the Crown. It's face, text, arrow. Rob, face, text, one PNG. Ponyhoff. It's face, text, PNG. Granted, he does have the avatar arrow. Snoobe. Honestly, his probably could go a tier higher, but I think some of them were like quite good like this. This is probably A tier, but then I think some of them were not so good. I think it was just like face text. Let me double check here. Yeah, not even. Some of them are just like text and then a background. And a little bit ago, in his PoE 1 content, he's putting way too much text on the screen. Joseph, he has a few like 5 S plus tier thumbnails, and then some of them are just screenshots of gameplay. Granted, this screenshot of gameplay is pretty good, but some of them are not good screenshots of gameplay. TYTY killer. Yeah, it's face and text, but I feel like the reason why it's not lower is it's just like it's MS Paint. It's charming in the way that for like the text is just like one size and then another size in like not a good way. It's kind of good. We got Wooly interacting with the thumbnail. This one in particular is good, but some of the other ones are lacking comparatively. Like a lot of them were just a blank background and text and maybe a PNG. But the ones that do hit well are pretty good. Engineering Eternity. I don't know. This one is just text and a background, but I don't know. Something is clean about it. I think it's the font he used. Force Gaming. Most of them were just like face, background. But this one, I like the integration of the Steam chart. JTX. I like the use of in-game models and then give it a little highlight. I feel like the text is a bit too generic. And then you got some PNGs highlighted. All right, heading into the biggest and most saturated tier, D tier. We got RPG Eigen. His thumbnails are usually like a bunch of PNGs slapped on each other, not even transparent. They're just a bunch of rectangles. Personally, I like it. But skillfully, it's just not there. Matt Jestik, every single title of every single thumbnail looks exactly the same. It's these same like colors of text just all over the screen. And you can't really, like, it's really just like a second title. Your thumbnails for images, there should be like a few buzzwords, but most of the text should just be your title. Belton. Yeah, it's just text and an image. Alk is just his face and some text. Sir Gog, so he's an AI user. Some of them are like pretty good, like the ones that change his face and stuff and make him into a wizard and whatnot. But then some of them have like random AI slop, like this cat and some other things. Mathel. Overall, he doesn't really care about his thumbnails. This one in particular, I'm a big fan of. I'd put this in like A tier if they were all like this. But yeah, most of them are just screenshots of the game. But there's a few gems like this one. Slaydra, we got Booba AI lady. I don't feel like it's very clean, like compared to this Booba AI lady. It could be cleaner, right? Riker. Like, this one is like a bad mobile game ad, right? This one's like an anime waifu. There's a difference. Riker, it's just face and text. Milky BK, it's just text and a PNG. Puget, text and PNG, text and a PNG. Text and a face, text and a face. This guy has some very questionable. Go look at this guy's channel and look at what he uploaded a few days ago from today is December 31st. There's some very questionable choices there, but most of the time their thumbnails are just pretty boring. They put a face of one creator and then that's it. But some of them have been getting a little bit he's experimenting with new options, I'll put it that way. Baylor Mage, face text. Grimro, text. Captain Lance, text. Hey, like you're noticing a pattern here is just image and text. Image and text. Image, text, face. Image and text. Face and image. Face and image. Although this one does have narrow and a red circle. Anime Princess, overall, the composition, I think, is definitely much higher effort and better than most of the C tier. But a lot of his thumbnails, there's just something about the text that throws me off. And I docked a lot of points because of the text, and a lot of them are just like messed up. Weird positions, weird kerning. I think if those improve, it's easily like A tier. Ziggy D, it's just text. Maybe occasionally a face. Jungron, text. Maybe occasionally a face. Text, image, text, image, text, face. Text, face. Text, image. Text. AI boots. Text. All over the screen. Too much text. This thumbnail is not bad. It's clean, right? But it is just image and text. And I shit you not, I have seen this same thumbnail from like 8 different creators. It's like exactly the same colors, the same composition. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if they're like conspiracy, they're all the same person. I don't know. I looked at it yesterday and I found like 6 nearly identical thumbnails. Ventura, minions text. Minions text. Minions text. Wait, minions. Image text. Image text. You see, here's one of them that is very similar. Granted, this one's a little bit lower quality than that one, but you know, image text. Image text. Image or face text. Image text. Image text. Image text. Image text. Face text. Face text. And this one, I maybe should give bonus points for it being hand-drawn. We got text, face, text. This one's a little higher quality from Fextra. But overall just pretty boring. Now, like a lot of these thumbnails are fine, right? But we're entering 2025. I don't think funny face in text cuts it anymore for top tier thumbnails. It's got to be a work of art. Got to tell a story. Just face text, maybe a PNG or two, not cutting it anymore. Got to step up our game. F tier. We got Fubgun. His name starts with F. It's an obvious F tier because his name starts with F. But no, I mean, I think he just chooses the auto-generated YouTube thumbnails for most of his. Gucci. Yeah, we got some like aerial text and a champion, and most of them are just game images. Connor, random generated from a random frame in the video. Dan, same thing. Pat the Math. Honestly, okay, Pat the Math. This particular one, I almost put an S tier because I think it's hilarious. But most of them are just like generic text like this. Hawks, random frame from the video. Waggle, random frame from the video. Never Sync. Honestly, this one's pretty good. But, you know, it's just impact text or whatever font that is. Trebuchet. Path of Evening. So it's a little bit better than... Overall, I'd say this is probably the best F tier one. but it's text, and for some reason the background image is like really, really, really low pixely quality and like not in the good way. The game report is, I mean, this just doesn't look good. Some MS Paint text and squares. Scrag. This text is really just throwing me for a loop. We got a random frame from the video. We got a face text, but lower quality than some of the face text in D tier. Like it's just impact, bold. Then we got business. Honestly, this one's kind of charming. But yeah, it's, I mean, the uninspired text image. Yeah, that's the, I'll link the full image in the description.